Hey guys, I'm Josh Brown.
And I'm Jordan Stevens.
And you're watching the Cars and Health Bars podcast. Let's get right into the episode. Today is June 6, 2025. Your random fact of the week is a gaming fact. The gaming fact comes from Halo 2. In Halo 2, the AI-controlled enemies can hear your Xbox microphone. If you are playing co-op or campaign with a live microphone plugged in-game enemies can detect your voice. Yelling too loud or making a noise near your mic will draw attention if you don't want. The attention that you may not want. Adding a sneaky layer of realism for most players I didn't even notice. Halo 2, man, that was a long time ago. It's kind of wild that they had that technology back then.
Yeah, I actually knew that. I never played Halo 2, but I saw that in a video talking about some Halo facts one time. I was like, no way.
4 is whenever Halo 2 was released. Man, that's
games
ancient.
don't even do that now, you know?
Oh, that's a feature now that games have that's kind of neat, and you didn't really realize that they had it back in the day. That's kind of crazy.
We were 4 years old, dog.
Yeah, that was gosh, that was forever ago. Yeah, I've got to get a fact that you don't know, man. You know them all. It's crazy.
Like, I won't remember these. Like, I can't just pop them off, but I've heard them before, you know?
The amount of information that we consume in Reels is crazy. I mean, I've learned so much just from watching short form.
Bro, when I was like in high school and middle school, I would just binge watch gaming facts and stuff.
I've been kind of doing that lately. I just been staying on top of all my podcasts that I listen to. So I just put on I watched actually 2 of them, a timeline of Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm like, screw it, that's got deep lore. So I watched like 3 hours. I listened to 3 hours worth of lore videos. It was 2 1.5 hour episodes. Yeah. Well, I watched 2 different people's timelines because one was a little bit more Matt Pat's was a lot more understanding for somebody like me who hasn't played any of the games and has just watched YouTube videos. It was so cool, man. The lore in that game is insane. And some of it you feel like it's picking at straws, but like the Five Nights at Freddy's is definitely one of those games that the developer wanted this lore. Like there's just too many secret Easter eggs.
I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely something that the communities tend to like.
Yeah.
Like, I love Destiny, and man, there's a lot of lore in that.
Yeah, I feel like some games, though, the fans kind of create the lore and then they kind of just put the theories out there. But the fact that Scott Hawthorne, or is it Scott?
Yeah,
I just know it's Scott. So. Yeah, he definitely laid the stepstones for us to find out that information about the franchise. We're leading up to Five Nights 2. So it's super exciting. I'm so plugged in right now to the Five Nights at Freddy's, and I haven't even played the games before.
I haven't either.
A lot of it, so much makes sense now that I know the lore. Like all the games, the way the games are set up, it's crazy. But a few things at the top of the show. LS Fest East registration opened early this week, so if you haven't already, go ahead and grab your tickets to LS Fest East. They did increase the price across the board. All tickets have increased. Yeah, I was talking to a coworker about it. They really can afford to lose some amount of people there because there's just so many. Like demand is so high for that event. They can really suffer from a price increase to try to not only control the population or the crowd, but also to bring some more money in for the event itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, LS Fest registration open. I wanted to also talk about, Jordan, you went to Oval Track over the weekend. I wanted to see how that experience was for you.
That's pretty fun. It's in Millersville. I can't remember the name of the track, but they start off, they have I don't think it's technically a G-body platform, but the bodies on the cars are G-body. It may actually be them, but started off with 5.3 G-bodies, not modified. I think just stock 5.3s or like rebuilt, and it was just 3 of them, so that was pretty cool. And then they switched to like 4-cylinder, domestic or foreign cars. Civics kind of ruled that one. Who would have thought? There's like an Eclipse in there and some like a Cavalier, I think, but obviously, the Civics, man, that VTEC kicks in, they gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
that was pretty fun to watch, too. And they had some, like, small block Chevy-powered G-body cars. Like, some of them weren't G-body. Like, some had, like, a Mustang front end, but it was still fitting that frame,
Yeah.
And then finally, there was the Crown Vics. And, let me tell you, I've never seen that before. I've been there before. I don't know if it's 20. It might have been a little more. I mean, there's a bunch of Crown Vics on this small oval track. And this one, I don't know what was rubbing, but every time he hugs a left turn, that right rear, is squatting, and something was rubbing that tire. And by the third time around, he popped, and he goes
Oh.
and pits, puts another tire on. Doesn't fix what's rubbing, I guess, because same thing happened. And dog, let me tell you, these guys were pushing these Vicks. Everyone's brake rotors were glowing red. One dude's brakes, I don't know how he had a rotor left. It was just slinging metal out. Like,
My God.
I'm like, dude, this dude's got brake fade. I know he does. Like, my God.
How do you like oval, the asphalt oval, as opposed to like going and watching drag racing?
I like it pretty good. I wish Beach Bend would do some of that.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
a
mean,
missed opportunity.
their drift track, I mean, it's small, but I feel like they have the real estate there to add
It's as
another.
big as the one in Millersville. It just ain't
Really?
named.
Wow. I would say Reach Bend could honestly, they could keep expanding their motorsports park. They've got the off road, they got the drag race, they got the drift pad. They'd benefit so much from like a small oval. I feel like that would be so cool.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't. I don't know why they don't do test and tune drift.
Yeah. Yeah, that's well, they do test and tune drift, but it's not quite as often as the drag
Yeah,
racing. So
like they should let that pad be open every night. You know what I'm saying? That every Thursday or whenever they're doing test and tune.
I agree, because I mean, it's not like you have to like prep the drift track quite as much as the drag strip. I mean, it's a whole ordeal to go down the drag strip, even after somebody blows up. I mean, the drift track. I mean, worst case scenario, you got to knock some like trim pieces off the circle.
Well, I mean, there is potential oil or coolant getting on there as
Yeah,
well.
right. But there's not like a whole scrub down process
Maybe
like
they
there is
just
for the
don't have the
drag strip.
staff for it, because I'm sure I know FM3 definitely puts on some staff for like all the events that they set up.
Right.
They source it out.
Yeah, it's just yeah, I feel like it's such a small crew there. It's very possible they just don't have the staffing for something like that.
Yeah, I mean, how many people are really trying to do it on Thursday nights too?
That's true.
I would.
Yeah, I would too.
I mean, your boy single with no kids. I mean, you tell me there's a drift event going on, I just let me work it. I get paid to spectate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. It works out good for both of you, the employer and you.
Yeah.
I wanted to try a little bit of a new format here. I wanted to do a Would You Rather hosted by our good friend ChatGPT. I wanted to see how that would go. So I've got
I
both a
like the idea.
mechanic. Yeah, I've got both a mechanic and a gaming geared Would You Rather. So we're going to kind of test this format out and see how it goes, see how you guys like it, see how we like it. So I guess we'll go ahead and hit it off with the cars Would You Rather. Jordan, of course, you being a technician, I feel like it's going to be mostly for you to answer, but I'll put my input in as I feel it needs. We'll go ahead and start with the first one here. Would you rather use Harbor Freight tools for the rest of your life or only be allowed to buy one tool from Snap-on a year?
Jesus Christ, one tool a year. So,
Yeah.
what was the first? Only Harbor Freight?
Yeah, only Harbor Freight tools for life or one Snap-on a year.
Probably one Snap on a year. Because the problem with Harbor Freight is their electric tools I'm just not a fan of.
Yeah, the Bauer series.
I don't need a lot of Snap on. I can do just an electric ratchet, half-inch impact Milwaukee. I don't need Snap on. Like really don't need much Snap on other than like a couple things I really like.
I'll say where Harbor Freight shines as far as like motorized tools, like you said, the electric just isn't there. But their Central Pneumatic series, their air tools, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
their air
pretty good.
tools are really good.
I've
Yeah.
had a half-inch Central Pneumatic, and I think someone in the shop still uses it today. I bought it when I first started at Ford, and I ain't had that thing in years.
I've got a die grinder at Central Pneumatic that got passed down. I mean, that thing's generational at this point. I mean, that thing, it don't quit. It gets
Air
oil
tools
whenever it
don't,
feels
man.
like it. Yeah, air tools are good.
They don't need
Let's-
oil.
This one might not be very accurate for you because these are two vehicles that you don't, I wouldn't say, well, one you specialize in, but one not so much. Would you rather pull a rusted exhaust manifold off a 99 Ram in 100-degree Fahrenheit or drop a fuel tank on a 2003 Trailblazer in freezing rain?
I'm probably doing the fuel tank.
Yeah.
It's a little easier to get to. The manifold might be a bit of a pain around that frame rails. Yeah, I'm choosing fuel tank bolts are going to break off anyway, so it's going to come out easy.
Yeah, that's true.
Do I want to drill out of the head or do I want to replace a little cage nut?
That's fair. Yeah, I agree with that too. Here we go. This is a good one. Would you rather diagnose an intermittent electrical issue with no wiring diagram or chase down a phantom misfire that does not throw a code?
Phantom misfire all day, man.
Really? No diagram.
The no diagram. All right, already off to a bad start. So I gotta make my own, and then I got no diagram. I don't know exactly the layout. I gotta trace it through the whole car. Yeah, no thanks.
I guess if it is a misfire, you could just start diagnosing coil packs and see if it's
Yeah,
not where.
misfire, easy, man. It's fuel, spark, air.
Yeah. Okay, so you've been in both these situations. I know for a fact one of them because it was on my car. Would you rather work under a dash for 4 hours or wrestle a transmission out without a lift?
Transmission without a lift, dog. Your boy hitting the gym. I'm pull that trans. I put a trans on. I put a 10-speed on the trans jack with Isaac. I know I can lift most transmissions out of a car.
I was worried about you when we were trying to get the 400 out from underneath the third gen. That was a bad time.
Oh, 400 is easy, dog.
That thing's a big
You
boy
ever
with a
lifted a
deep oil pan.
6L80, a TH400 ain't nothing. That's baby.
It's baby material. Would you rather deal with a customer who Googled everything or a customer who touches every tool on your workbench?
Probably one who Googled everything. You don't touch my tools, man.
Yeah,
I ain't even about
who
that.
does that? Who does that? Is that an actual thing in your world? Like
Not mine.
people
I
be
don't
missing
deal with 'em.
fingers.
Yeah, nah, you're gonna be 5-finger discount on your face. Here, you forgot the torque wrench.
That's like a know-it-all versus a dude who's just being
Yeah, I
like
can
too
deal
up
with a
in your
know-it-all.
business.
I'm pretty laid back and confident in myself. You know it all. All right, buddy, show me what you know.
Yeah.
I love people like that. Like, go on, work. You go ahead and fix this car for me is what I'm gonna say. Like,
Why'd you bring it to
know all,
me?
yeah. If you know it all, come show me. I don't even get mad. I'll just laugh at it.
I don't know. Some of these questions are kind of weak. Assemble an engine without torque specs, or tune a car by ear, no vacuum gauge or AFR.
Oh, definitely the carb.
Yeah,
100%. I've done that before. I'd
that's
say I'm the best, but I can make it run.
that's just dangerous assembling something without
Yeah,
torque specs.
let me go ahead and torque these main calves, these rod bolts without a torque spec. I'll feel it out.
Yeah.
I was literally torquing Gen 4 LS rods the other day, and my God, did I forget how much you degree those things. It's like,
Man, really?
I want to say it's like, I can't remember the first stage. It was like maybe 18 foot-pounds or something, but it was like 90 degrees and then, God, 60 or something. I mean, and it's not a big bolt. It's like I want to say it's an M10, but it might be an M8. I mean, they're not big.
Yeah. And I know the rule as far as that goes. What is it? The M10 or M8 bolts, they torque to how many inch pounds?
The rods are not the same.
Yeah.
I think it's an M10, but yeah, they torque way past your normal bolt.
Yeah.
I mean, 90 degrees is like, you already do 20 foot-pounds, then you do 90 degrees. You're probably looking at 50. And they do like 60 or 90 more, or whatever it was. I mean, God bless. You feel like you're going to snap a sucker if you've never done it before.
Yeah, I'm sure. Would you rather daily a clapped out Civic with a fart can
Hell yeah.
or a base model 5.4 Triton F-150 with ticking lifters?
Yeah, I'm choosing the Civic, man. I mean,
Are
I just don't want a 5.4 because second I got to do spark plugs on that thing, I'm just, nah. It
That's
ain't like
coming.
it's the end of the world, but I can always work on a Civic easier anyways.
Yeah. I feel like a Civic's more vibes too. Yeah, the fart can sucks,
sure,
but
man.
like Civic's like car guy vibes. Like I see some F-150 Triton, I'm like, oh cool, you got the worst engine in F-150.
I don't know about that.
Okay, so going back to what you just said, would you rather change plugs on the Triton or take the valve cover gasket or do a valve cover gasket on a Subaru Boxer engine?
Oh, I'm doing plugs.
Yeah.
I'm not a Subaru guy. Subaru guys are going to be like, what? Nah, man, I've never done it. I know it's not ridiculously hard, but dude, I've seen people do plugs on them, and I'm like, nah, I'll pass. I'm not owning one of these things.
Yeah.
I love them, but yeah, if I do anything, I'm pulling the engine out.
Yeah, that I see you guys do that a lot at the dealership. It just seems like the easiest way out. Like you save yourself so much headache and just by getting it out of there and being able to see everything and work on everything. You might find something you didn't even know that was a problem.
Man. Especially if you're diagnosing something, like not just doing a valve cover gasket, but like you gotta diagnose something wrong. I mean, having room to see and access stuff is a major thing I like to do.
A lot of people don't know. I learned this recently is wires have a degrading rating on them. So your wires, the casings on them will eventually degrade. And that's something, a lot of wires are ran up through the backside of the engine. You have to check
Yep,
those wires and make sure they're not rubbing. They can work their way up to where they're
it
rubbing on
happened to
something.
mine.
So, I mean, it's never a bad thing to have to do a full pull on an engine.
Yeah, I got my wiring harness at home. I've went through the whole thing for my Camaro.
Yeah, I mean, electrical issues, man, they are such a headache to deal with sometimes whenever you're just trying to find something, man.
Man, if you don't know what you're doing, that's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah,
I mean, I know what I'm doing. I still hate it,
yeah.
I couldn't imagine someone who just bought a used car and they're like, man, I got a weird check engine light for this circuit code. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Short to ground.
Yeah, I mean, like, got an intermittent open on this circuit. If I go put a 45 in my head.
Yeah, before too long, it looks like spaghetti in your car.
No, that's the worst, dog. If you send me a car looking like that, I might not work on it.
You're in too deep. It's your problem now.
Yeah, I'll turn that down.
Here we go. This is a super oh, okay, hold on. There's one before that. Here's kind of this is definitely a personal one. Would you rather work with brake fluid soaked gloves all day or drop a full oil filter straight onto your face under a car?
Yeah, I'm choosing the oil filter. At least I can clean that up. Nah, I don't know if you work with brake fluid much, man. God, I hate that
Dude, it
stuff.
soaks in so quickly. It does not.
I wear gloves anytime I do brake fluid stuff because I hate. First off, I always wear them, but I hate
The
when
feel
it's on my
too,
skin.
dude.
Yeah, it's like slimy.
Yeah. No, I remember whenever I was trying to rebuild my my master cylinder in the third gen, and I was like, man, this brake fluid, dude. Like, I'd
Especially
always
that
wear
old brake fluid, dog.
It's the worst, man. It's the worst. Yeah,
Kind of degraded.
yeah. It's cooked. Would you rather do a timing belt on a early 2000 or drop a transaxle in a 90s front wheel drive GM?
That's a good one because both aren't really horrible to do. But if I had to choose, probably the timing belt. You just got to drink coolant, worst case. Maybe power steering pumps got to move, but that's pretty easy, yeah. Because the transaxle guy, you got to take all the transcooler lines off. You got to support the engine. You got to take,
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot more digging.
maybe have to remove some other. Got to remove a lot of harness, a lot of lines. No, I'm just not about it.
This is something that you have a lot of experience with. I'm kind of wondering what you would do about the other one. Would you rather deal with a cross-threaded spark plug in aluminum,
Okay,
or
done that.
snapped an exhaust stud in a head, or
Okay,
remove?
done that.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on what I'm working on. Is it easy to access a spark plug?
So I've seen you do more exhaust bolts than I have anything.
I've done cylinder 8 on a Fitchin Camaro, not my own, but yeah, I had one. I think on the way out, it just decided, yeah, I don't like it here no more, and it took the threads out.
My God.
So I'm like, well, this is just lovely. Cylinder 8 on a Fitchin, not the easiest to access. So I got a special tap for that now.
That's fair.
Haven't
What
had
do
to
you
use
even
it but
do?
once.
What do you even do about cross threading a spark plug? Do you just gotta like
Helical.
run a helical? Dang,
Yep.
really?
Yeah. Not fun.
Yeah, not fun at all. Then you got to worry about getting stuff down inside the cylinder. That's
why you put a bunch of grease on the end of that tap. Let it catch all the metal.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then plug in.
that would worry me to death, dude.
But yeah, you should have seen me. It was on that turbo Fitchin.
Oh,
He
was
ran
it?
only race gas in that thing. And I don't know why, but it didn't like spark plugs, I guess, because it rusted in there or something. Corroded, rusted, something.
I'm trying to find some good ones to finish off on. This is kind of a cleaning thing. Would you rather clean out a 10-year-old mouse infested glove box or the sludge out of a neglected engine oil pan? I feel like you'd do the oil pan. You just throw that thing in the pressure washer.
I throw that thing in the parts washer, dude. I ain't even touching that thing. Speaking of that, I gotta remember I got some rods and pistons to throw on that thing.
Yeah.
Make
Are they
them
the
look
one?
brand new, dog.
Those are the ones that I picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
I'll send you a photo, dog. You'll see.
We need a before and after on that.
I will. Y'all will be surprised. I mean, this thing.
Those
And
things
it's
are
kind of
crusty.
dirty now. We got to clean that parts washer out pretty often. How much we put crusty stuff in there, but man, that thing just goes to town. It gets up hot too. I mean, it probably like 300 degrees, 200 something degrees. I mean, it's hot enough. It's baking some stuff off.
Yeah. I really don't know why this is one. It's kind of a no-brainer. Would you rather drive a Miata in the snow or a lifted Duramax on 37s through the city traffic? Dog,
Oh,
I'm
Miata
taking
all day.
really. Well, I mean the Miata for funness, but like
Nah,
what?
fuck 37s, dog. You ever rolled on like mud tires?
Yeah, I had the
I
Ram on
hate it,
35s.
dude.
I mean, it
I
wasn't bad.
hate it.
I could see
Nah, it's so
everything, dude.
noisy, dude.
Mine weren't. I don't know why mine weren't. Now, I
Dude,
had
you should
mud
have
tires
seen
too.
this 2018 Silverado I worked on. God.
It's not like a bulldog fight.
Dude, you get up like on the interstate, I couldn't tell if the diff was making noise or not because
Oh my god.
it had a diff leak and I'm trying to listen for that. And I'm like, as soon as I hit 25 miles an hour, I'm just hearing tire noise. It just got progressively worse.
That's fair. I don't know why you wouldn't want. I mean, as long as it was built right, you should have plenty of turning radius. I don't know why people would be worried about driving a big
I
truck
ain't
in
even
the
worried
city.
about that. I just don't like driving trucks like that.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess
Not
I
my
was just used
style.
to it.
I like Miata, man.
Yeah, that's fair. Miata would be fun to drive in the snow. I'd be probably like puckered up.
I would be just slinging that thing. Welded diff, yeah.
Oh, geez, this is a circumstantial thing. Would you rather only be allowed to work outside year round or be stuck in a poorly lit, unheated garage?
I've done that, so I'll do the latter. I mean, unheated as in I have to bring in like a heater of some types,
Yeah, I
or
guess that
I'm
is a
not allowed.
workaround. I guess that is a workaround. I mean, yeah,
Even if
I
I'm
would.
not allowed, I can work in the cold.
I wouldn't want to work outside just for the simple
Yeah,
fact of your skin, like getting
because you already got to
sunburned all
work
the time.
outside in the cold, and then you got to
Yeah,
work. You just taking both ends of the blunt. Like it's raining, bad. It's cold. Well, I'm dealing with that either way. Might as well work inside.
yeah, and then like the not only that, but like the cleanliness, like you got grass and
Yeah,
eh,
dog. I
you're
hate.
on
You ever
gravel.
rolled jack stand around on gravel, dude? It's
Oh my
not
god,
fun.
dude! Like I swear, laying down on gravel is one of those things where like
Can you
yeah,
imagine
if you gotta
pulling
do
an
it in a
engine in
pinch.
gravel?
Oh my god, dude! Like just how sore you get from like laying down on gravel. You don't realize it until a day
Redneck
after. You're like,
creepers, dog.
Jesus, yeah.
Your boy stocks up on them.
I think that's. I'll go ahead and call it on the cars one because it's kind of spitting out some dumb ones. We'll go ahead and move on to our gaming half because that's really all I got in the gaming doc. Let's see. Would you rather play games with amazing graphics but trashy gameplay, or pixelated trash visuals but S tier gameplay?
I'm not big on visuals as much.
I'm
I
not
mean,
either.
what are we talking about on pixelated visuals? Are we talking like Halo 1?
I'm not sure. I just kind of think of Castle Miner Z because the gameplay was phenomenal on there.
Oh yeah,
Terrible
yeah. That's
graphics
exactly what
through
I
and
think
through.
of, dog. Like, you get me on some Castlevania Z right now. I'm enjoying it. I don't care about
Yeah.
the graphics.
But like, if you got great graphics and the gameplay's trash, like, nah, I don't want
I
no
ain't even
part of
trying to
that.
play it.
Like
Sounds like Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's great. That's like whenever you got like the greatest movie trailer ever, but that's all that's good in the
Avatar
movie is
2.
the trailer. Oh my god, shots fired. Or I have some bad people now.
What do you mean?
I thought about this one, dude. Would you rather get spawn camped by 12-year-olds with mics or get
Hmm.
kicked for cheating in a game that you're cracked at?
I
Because I
mean,
feel like that happens to you already.
I'm about to say I've been convicted of cheating when I'm not. The spawn camping sounds kind of fun. I'd like to just hear that audio, honestly. Like that was me in Black Ops 2, Nuketown, dog. Like 12-year-old me was spawn camping some dudes. Are you spawn in Nuketown 1v1? Nah.
That's true.
I'm choosing the latter though. Just accuse me of cheating. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it happens already. Might
That's
as well.
stroking my ego.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like just getting yelled at by 12-year-olds will just get old. Just be like, all right, just shut up now. Like,
Yeah,
come
at a
on.
certain point it's getting old.
Would you rather lose 100 hours save file in Skyrim or lose the
God.
best or have the best loot drop disappear from a server glitch?
Probably the loot drop, man. All right, fine. Take my L.
Yeah, I don't know. I was leaning more towards Skyrim originally because I was like,
What?
it's such a treat to play Skyrim. I feel like I would just be like, all right, time to go again.
Hey,
I don't know though.
You're finally awake.
Yeah, I can start all over again. I don't know.
I do love Skyrim.
Skyrim's one of those games that's so fun to start out because you kind of got to establish what build you're going to run, and that early game is where you figure that out.
It's like Minecraft. Am I torturing villagers or am I making a base?
Oh my god, this
Would
is
you? I got one for you. Would you rather
yeah.
be a Minecraft villager or a gang beast NPC?
Jeez, that's terrible. I don't know. I mean, at least with the villager, I only have to suffer a beating like on my way in.
Is that all for you? I mean, I feel like I might make my villagers watch your like the work camp work. You know,
Oh yeah, I forgot. You do like you're extra your villagers.
you're
You
gonna
set your
watch your
trading
kids work.
post. Yeah, you set your trading posts up to where they have to in their off time they gotta watch their family slave away in a garden. It's diabolical.
The work camp.
Yeah, the art camp. Yours is like, golly, that's awful. You took what I had to like an extreme. Would
What do
you
you
rather?
mean?
I mean, I
Your
was all.
first rendition was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad, but yeah, I'm kind of a one note kind of guy. You've expanded yours beyond what I had. You kind of like,
I got some ideas for new things too. We
oh
ever
my
play
god,
again?
oh, it's coming. We got to get through a 7 days playthrough here soon. We're getting ready to get some
New
new
update.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah, which sucks too because Faz is getting a huge update at the end of the month
Are
too.
they?
So
They're finally updating the game.
they've been updating it. They already changed one map.
Have
Faz
they?
is yeah, they're changing another map, and then they're adding a whole new map at the end of the year. Yeah, they're changing it to where you can like go back and replay video clips. Apparently, we'll see how that works out.
Okay.
That's all we've been playing, dude. It's so much fun. I had no idea the insane asylum had like a basement where they like killed people. It's just so crazy. But would you rather play mobile games for a year or only be able to use motion style controllers like a Wii controller?
Oh, mobile games, dog. I love me some Clash. Don't even get me started, dog.
I was thinking more of like COD Mobile and like PUBG.
That too. World of Tanks Blitz.
Okay, I didn't know. I know you kind of were like hard on not playing COD Mobile, and I didn't know if that would play a little bit of effect into what your
I
theory
can
was
play
here.
Clash every day, all day. I enjoy it more than most games. Clash
Nice. Yeah,
Royale, they go. Homie ain't even been on in 2 months. I checked
I
today.
haven't been, dude. I never play Clash
Yeah,
Royale.
it says 2 months. Trevor been like a week.
I haven't. I didn't even attack in our Clash Clans war the first day because I was sick. I did notice where you were on top on that weekend raid. I was like, yes, sir. I showed it to Trevor. Told him,
Putting
like,
in that
look
work.
it. He was like, we were both watching your attack on lunch. It was like, what's this dude doing? He gonna run out of time. Overgrowth in the last building.
I was just messing around, dog.
I
Like,
figured.
fuck it. I'm gonna use my last spell.
Oh god, this one's a good one. Okay, pay close attention to the question because this isn't beta. Would you rather be stuck playing Battlefield 2042 on launch day forever or play Cyberpunk 2070 on the base PS4?
Oh my god. You can't even play it.
Battlefield 2042 launch was so god awful. It's like
Dude,
what
my
did
PC crashed so much.
It's like what happened? The beta was so good. What did y'all do?
That's what
You
I'm
ruined
saying.
it.
I'm like, where did this happen? Don't get me wrong, the player count and everything, amazing. I love
Yeah.
that. The community was there. But yeah, I don't know what I couldn't play like more than 2 games, 3 games in a row, and I was crashed. I was lucky to make it
remember.
through one. So I don't know what happened because I mean I got the same GPU and I feel like that was what limited me before. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. A lot of optimization changes had to be made before now and then. I mean, there was a lot changed. There was no cover back then. Like they had to redo
God.
half the maps because there was no cover. I feel like they had to add cover
I
in
hate the
3
way they
different
did
updates.
the little bird, dude. Still ain't fixed it. Why does the bullets not shoot where the crosshair is? It shoots to the left and the right of it. Like the guns are actually shooting to the left and right of the center crosshair.
It makes no sense at
You
all.
have to know this. And see, on Battlefield 4, it wasn't like that. And then the way the helicopter flew was slightly different. It didn't auto hover; it would fall down. I don't like the auto hover.
I don't either. I mean, it adds something else you got to worry about. You know, you already got to worry about the
I
bullets.
enjoy the game though. You know, it's better than it was. But yeah, first day, I remember we played Rush. I kind of enjoyed that. So
Yeah, man, it still does leave you really wanting to play Battlefield 4 though. That's always how I felt.
I mean, I got it downloaded.
Yeah, this one's kind of a no-brainer for me. Would you rather be permanently muted in all online games or forced to use open mic at all times?
I'm using open mic.
Really?
Let me talk. You know, I can just imagine you forced to open.
That'd be a bad time for the community.
That would, dude. I would love to see that happen. I haven't heard open mic Josh in a minute.
I know, dude. Yeah, it has been a minute. We just haven't really been on Call of Duty here lately. I think I even uninstalled it.
I was open mic at the gym earlier today. It was pretty funny. I heard this one guy chuckling.
Oh my god. Ain't no telling what you
I ain't
said.
gonna say it, but it's funny.
Probably best not to. Yeah, I'd be the other way. I would be like, I'd rather be permanently muted. 'Cause I just don't want people hearing me
What?
whenever I'm solo
Oh,
queue.
no, let me talk some shit, especially on Rocket League, dog.
Yeah.
Let them hear me.
Would you rather have unlimited in-game currency but no time to play, or have all the time in the world but couldn't afford any DLCs? I feel like we lived our life by not being able to afford any DLCs. I mean, that's
So you think I had any DLC on Skyrim?
no. I mean, I didn't have any. I was actually looking at Black Ops 2, like the rating of the camos. Back whenever camos were $2.99.
Yeah,
You remember that, dude? I just can't believe now you got to pay $40 without like $25-$30 for a skin pack.
way
That's
too
crazy.
much.
Way too much.
I
And
got
those,
Cardi B.
dude, those skins back then they hit hard. I remember the graffiti, dude. The graffiti
Yes,
was my
sir.
OG.
What?
Yeah, that was the
Weaponized
first one I bought.
105.
I never did have it. I remember you
I
always
had a lot. COD Ghost.
you rock COD Ghost. Yeah, didn't somebody offer you some money for your COD Ghost one for your account?
Probably. People
Yeah,
always seem. I had a bunch of stuff on there.
that was really exclusive.
And I had Diamond too. I mean, everyone wanted my account.
Yeah. Would you rather play horror games, only play horror games in VR, or play Elden Ring with permadeath? I feel like
Permadeath?
yeah, there ain't no way somebody could do that because like permadeath, man, you die so much in that game.
Yeah, I'm playing VR.
I am too, and honestly, I've thought about
I'd enjoy it.
I thought about doing Faz in VR because I feel like
I
it would
couldn't
be.
imagine.
I feel like it'd be a lot of fun because
Couldn't
right
imagine
now
you doing that.
I'm like just kind of a natural at the game now, and I feel like
Man, I just
VR.
imagine you on Dead Island that one time. You weren't even
Oh my
VR.
God. That's true. I've been handling if I'm with people, I could do. Sometimes I could do Faz solo, but it does take a little
I'd
bit
like
of.
to see you do Outlast in VR.
I've played Outlast before, dude. Outlast is
Yeah,
horrifying.
do it in VR. I can only
don't know.
imagine.
I don't know if I can handle that or not.
I can't handle that game very much, dog. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It sets the mood.
I love how some of these is like a perfect circumstance what you already deal with. Here's another one. Gaming with lag and rubber banding or having perfect ping but the worst teammate matchmaking.
Do I gotta get mad at myself not performing because of an ulterior, like something I can't control, or do I get mad at my something else I can't control?
Your teammates.
I guess I'm gonna choose teammates because at least I can
You have experience dealing with
perform my
that.
best. Yeah, I can perform my best.
There's nothing more aggravating than lag, man. It's so like infuriating. Like get rubber banded, like you're in cover and you just get pulled back. And
I
you're
know
not
the
really in
perfect
cover.
man to deal with that.
Oh yeah, Caleb Kingery, dude. He's
Yes,
the only
sir.
one that dude has top tier experience.
Homie could lag in his drift car and he's still gonna make it swing.
All right. Would you rather be stuck in a world of Minecraft with creepers turned up to 11 or Grand Theft Auto Online with griefers hunting you 24/7?
Oh no, I'm choosing Minecraft, bro.
I'm
Ain't no
too.
way. I got methods of dealing with mobs.
Griefers 24. You never get anything done.
I might as well have a bounty on my head 24/7. Oppressor's coming.
There's coming. Yeah.
God, I can't stand those things.
I loved like going out and trolling people with the T20 because it was so much money if somebody'd explode. I think it was like 10K.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, all right, blow me up, buddy.
Go ahead, dog.
Yeah.
See
Go
how you
get
feel.
both of us have 20K on your hands. Oh man, that's rough. Would you rather have every game spoiled before you play it or never be able to play multiplayer again?
Every
Jeez.
game's spoiled. God.
That one's brutal on both ends. I mean, at least you still get to
None of
play if
them-
you do.
Yeah, like I want to play with my friends.
Yeah, multiplayer would be rough.
That's the whole point.
You get to play a fully immersive VR game, but it's Five Nights at Freddy's, or a VR dating sim where the NPCs know you are real. What? I don't understand that one.
How about where the NPCs are real?
How about the NPCs are people you know in real life?
No. Nah, I ain't doing that.
Oh my god, yeah, that.
If
would
it's
be,
people I know, I ain't trying to date them.
yeah, all the
Most
wash.
of them, anyways.
Yeah, would you rather only play one game forever, your choice, or play a new random game every week, never repeating?
Yeah, I'd probably do the latter. I could probably get down with that. I wouldn't get very good at nothing, but it'd be new, fun experiences.
Yeah, I feel like at some point you would just go insane playing the same game over and over and over again.
Yeah, I couldn't even do that with Minecraft, Rocket League, none of it.
Yeah, have to reinstall Warzone every time you shut your PC off, or sit sit through Skyrim's intro every single time you load a new save.
Oh, I'd do that.
I would too. Screw Warzone. I hate Warzone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even like it. Hey, you again.
Yeah. I'd wait. Dude, that'd be my alarm if it'd wake me up.
You
Hey,
just imagine
finally
waking
awake.
up every time. It's like,
Alderwood's sitting there. Hey,
yeah.
finally awake. Let's see. We'll do one more good one here. Starting to feel a little bit repetitive. Oh my god. All right. Your controller dies during the final boss fight, or your save file corrupts right after you beat it. That's
That's my
brutal.
controller down.
Makes me think of that Regular Show episode whenever they're like having to pound on the TV to make it work.
The hammer.
Yeah,
Dude,
beat
it's
that.
real. Don't get me started on Regular Show, bro. They had some gaming references.
They did, dude. That was God. That's one of the best shows ever made. It has to be. It's so good. I hate to give you guys a short show, but I'm starting to feel like these are a little bit repetitive. It was a cool format for sure, though. Maybe I'll maybe next time I'll kind of
Revamp it.
Yeah, maybe I can go through and pick out some really good ones so we're not reading them off the cuff.
And we won't do it the whole time. We get some other content in.
Yeah, definitely. All right. With that being said, guys, that is our episode, and we will catch you in the next one.